Hi guys, let's talk about Blake Lively's ascent to fame that raised some red flags for me, especially when it came to her being embraced so quickly by the high fashion industry and having opportunities that other actresses who are also successful and considered more talented were never able to get these opportunities even 15 years down the line. And these came to Blake very quickly. Also, side note, remember that people like Epstein were involved with modeling agencies who were sending them the underage women. So let's just compare Blake Lively and Leighton Meester for a second, who were the two stars of Gossip Girl. And even though Leighton was considered the more talented actress who the show ended up focusing around, and she was considered the fashion icon, Blake has had far more opportunities and success with the fashion industry compared to Leighton, which I think is really interesting. Blake Lively has now had multiple Vogue covers. She had her first cover in 2009, and her hit movie Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants came out in 2005. So that's a pretty quick rise to have a Vogue cover. She had another one right after that in 2010. She was also personally chosen by Karl Lagerfeld as an ambassador for Chanel. She was announced in 2011 as the face of the Mademoiselle bag. Chanel was throwing dinners for her with a lot of Epstein associates, might I add. I've covered this in 3 different videos. Blake Lively was a regular presence at the Met Gala versus Leighton, who was there more rarely and not so heavily featured the way that Blake was. And then Blake was attending events in these high fashion, finance, philanthropy circles that included Ghislaine Maxwell, the Hannah Bronfman, if you remember the Nexium situation. This is a Seagram billionaire family. We also have Rachel Chandler, who is very notorious if you know her story, who was attending some of these events with Blake. Ollie London has stated that Rachel Chandler was a prominent recruiter for Balenciaga's models in 2016. She was also, for a fact, working with MC2, which is the Epstein associate Jean-Luc Brunel's agency that he started. Rachel Chandler also posted this very bizarre footage that's allegedly from Epstein's Island, according to London. I might have to do part 2 because I'm running out of space on this video.